Beginning in 1938, the threat of war prompted a large-scale evacuation of the France's public art collections. The storage sites chosen for the work of art were chateaux, tranquil locations in the heart of the French countryside, far from the strategic targets and hoping to escape the imminent target of danger and bombing. On August 28, 1939, the Mona Lisa left the Louvre, and on September 3rd, as war had been declared, a decision was taken to ensure that all the most precious works would leave the premises by the end of the day. During the war, Leonardo da Vinci's Smiling Maiden would move another 5 times before being brought back safe and sound. It was an unprecedented journey for the world's most famous painting. Stowed away in several hundred crates, sculptures, decorative objects, and 3,690 paintings took to the road. The journey was a logistical feat of packaging and truck loading. The streets of France were full, with 37 convoys joining the crowds already leaving the city. The event was also an opportunity to view, often with unprecedented closeness, the museum's most iconic works, suddenly brought down from their pedestals. Jacques Jojard, director of the museum at the time, had the unenviable task of supervising the movement of these stored works, continually under threat from the hazards of the approaching war. The Louvre, during the Second World War, was still a palace at the heart of the capital, having experienced one of the longest and most dramatic occupations in its history. The German authorities, eager to return the city of Paris to a semblance of cultural life, ordered the reopening of the museum in September 1940. This partial opening was merely symbolic, with itineraries indicated in German and many of the galleries and viewing rooms completely empty and abandoned. The signs of war were everywhere. Ornamental gardens transformed to grow vegetables, damage caused by nearby bombings, and more. During the war, the Nazis stole works of art from private collections belonging to prominent Jewish families or art dealers. They were meticulously wrapped and protected in preparation for their departure to Germany. This process unfolded in the galleries of the Louvre devoted to Near Eastern antiquities. The area was requisitioned by the Nazis and quickly rendered inaccessible to museum personnel. After the Nazis seized the Jeu de Paume, which would be used as a further repository for looted works of art, the Louvre requisition nevertheless continued, occasionally a continual to and fro of artworks between both museums, with the result being that Jacques Jojard was unable to prevent the transfer to the Third Reich of the stolen paintings. After the war, a new Louvre, transformed by major renovation work and gradually opened to the public between 1945 and 1947, thanks to the skills and tenacity of those responsible for safeguarding cultural property. All of the museum's major masterpieces returned to the palace virtually unharmed.